Today I'm going to show you how to remove your rear seat bench and your rear seat backs. It takes about 20 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm at Weiss Works in Virginia Beach, Virginia here, and we're doing some work to the car. They'll let us use the garage to get some work done, and that'll be in a different video, but we're sitting here out here in the parking lot with everybody because I am swapping in a set of S6 wing backs, graciously swapped with Travis Carpenter because he has a S6 that got totaled, unfortunately. So, got the front seats in. I've already got a tutorial on how to do that. If you need to do that, that'll be in the link in the description below. But we're about to remove the rear seat bench and the rear seat backs. This is actually a very simple DIY, so let's get into it. The first thing we're going to remove is the seat bench. To prep for this, we just moved the seats all the way forward and out of the way. And the way that you're going to do this is you're just going to lift up on the front edge of the seat, then push it back towards the seat bench or towards the seat backs to get it out of a little hanger, and then lift straight up. Don't yank it out though, because there's some connectors underneath it that you need to disconnect. So we'll show you how it's done.
And you're live.
Okay, so once you have this lifted up and disconnected, you've got two connections on each side of the seat. Now, I have the heated seat package for the rear seat, so if you don't have that, you probably won't have this green connector, but you might still have this black one. I'm not really sure what the black one's for. If you guys know, you can drop it in the comments below, but these are simple push tabs. You do that on both sides. I've already got the other side disconnected, and this pulls right out. Before we move on to removing the seat backs, there's one more wiring harness, and this connects to the seat back. So we're going to just kind of pry this off of the plastic trim piece here. Go ahead and pop this tab back and disconnect this. And then you've got this plastic piece that's connected to where the seatbelt harness connects into. And this, you just got to pry this up and off of the bolt here. That will allow your seat backs to come out once you get them disconnected. Before we remove the seat backs, remove the child seat covers off these hinges. You just push down on them and then pry them off. And you can do all those across the back of the seat. All right, now you're gonna drop your seats down and lay them flat. My lovely assistant Travis will do this for me. Once you get the seat backs down, get a T27 and come to the middle here and find the T27 bolt that holds this metal flange on. Remove that out. Might want to have a magnet handy. And then this flange will pop right out. Might have to lift the seat up a little bit.
It's because it's got the tag. There it goes.
There it goes.
So it has the two tabs on the front that have to come under and undone.
There you go. And then once that's out, if you get the light in there for me, you can see that there's this kind of pocket that the two hinges of each seat sit into, and those just lift straight up. But that lifts up, but then you have to pull the seat out of the side bolster. There's a little kind of protrusion with a square, what'd you call that thing?
I just called it a nipple.
Yeah, it's a square nipple, but you basically are gonna have to work this out. And the best thing we did was we just lifted it up out of that channel and slowly worked it out. And there's a plastic piece that connects to the inside of the seat that might come out, and that's fine. I'll show you what that looks like once we get the seat out. All right, let me show you guys what I was talking about when it comes to that plastic kind of flange. So this is what was left onto here. Here's that kind of nipple square thing that we were talking about. That piece goes into the side of your seat here. This plastic piece actually goes into the seat, so once that comes off, you can pop that back in there. And when you go to put it back on, you're just gonna have to rotate it to get it around this and then push it all the way back in to the side of the seat there. And then you can set it back down into the channel. So once you've got it completely free, you can pull your seat back out and put it somewhere safe. And it is the exact same process for the larger piece. It does help to have a second person help you wiggle it out of that kind of door jamb nipple thing. But we're gonna go ahead and get this other one removed. You can see Travis lifting it up out of the channel there. Now here's another pro tip. When you're wiggling it around, if you don't want your seat to get damaged from that hinge, you can put a fabric, like a piece of cloth or a rag over that in case you hit it again. Okay, so once you get the other seat back, the larger seat back off, right here by the seatbelt connector, there's a 17mm nut, and that's holding the seatbelt from this seat back onto it. And so what you need to do is get the seatbelt out of the channel, the plastic channel guide there, and just push that kind of out of the way so you have enough room to get the socket over that nut. I think you got enough room there.
Nope, I just need to
adjust.
adjust.
So we got that. We can pull this off, and now we can remove the seat back from the car. Okay, so when that nut's off, this is gonna be loose. You need that flange in the back, and then you get your lap belt, make sure it's not twisted, and this needs to come up and rotate around to where it's facing the back of this flange. Sorry, missed my camera angle there. Get that started. We're gonna let him sink it down with the impact, holding it in place. It's got those kind of like nipples on the bottom that should sink into that channel piece.
There's also an alignment tab that's actually a press weld into the back.
Yep.
That the lower tab will align on to sync for the retaining clip.
There we go. So if you'll lift that forward, actually, you just need to slide that there and get the, wait, did we get that twisted?
Did it twist twice?
I don't know, hold on one second. Before you put the seat back in, make sure you got that plastic kind of grommet nut, whatever that is, back into the seat. And then this might take some wiggling to get it all the way in here. Yep, I'm gonna help mine up. All right, we're in. And he's gonna set that into the channel over there, which...
There it goes, seated. And now it just backs up a little bit. Oops. Let me get some leverage.
There we go. It's all fully seated.
Yep.
All right. And then we can raise the seat back up. All right, once your seat back is back in there, you want to take this wire and run it where it needs to be. Don't forget this little piece is going to press down back over this screw here. And that is as simple as just pressing it on there. It's going to have some resistance. And then you can take this back over here and reconnect. Let's see. There we go.
Oops. There.
And press the locking tab down. Oh, wait. Press that locking tab down. And then reconnect to the plastic trim.
To the vampire clips.
Yep.
I hate
those things. All right. And now we're going to go do the same thing with the other seat back, which it goes in the same exact way. So we're not going to film that. And then we'll show you how to get the rear bench back in. Okay, before we actually put the seat in, we need to put these child seat trim pieces back in.
ISOFIX locks.
Yeah, the ISOFIX locks, whatever. Yeah. And you can see it's got this kind of channel, and you just pop it on.
And then lift.
Yep. If I can figure it out. Sounds like Travis is more of an expert at this than I am. How do you do that so fast? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let him show you guys.
It goes, so you got the line, goes in, and I'm off.
I'll guide. There it goes.
And then lift up.
Then, yep.
Where's the fourth one?
It's somewhere in the front. Okay, so you have your seat ready. We need to get everything connected first. So we're gonna lay it down and get it connected. And then the back of the seat is gonna go in first underneath the child ISOFIX lock clip things. And we're going to have it kind of angled up and then press it down. And here, let me lift this up real quick, Travis.
Oh, yes, sir.
This kind of hanger here, this U-shaped hanger is what drives in and locks into here. There's no hangers back here that you really have to worry about. That only connects there. So this is actually a pretty easy rear bench to put back in. One thing we just noticed where those things connect into the seat or into the bench here, the thing that actually connects to this and locks it into place broke. So it's not going to secure in there really tight, but this piece here does come out and can be replaced. So you can probably go to the dealership and order a replacement one of these to fix that if you break yours. Okay, so this is probably a little easier to do before you put the bench seat in, but we're doing it at the end here. But you need to put that retaining clip back in. That's going to cover the hinge system so that your seats don't pop out. So don't forget to put that back in and then secure it with that T27 bolt.
Nope, I missed. Don't use your magnet.
Set the bolt in and then drive it home. All right. And with that, you're complete with reinstalling your rear seats.
Ta-da!